Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another Thomas Wooden Railway review. If you couldn't tell, I have been upgrading the setup here. We have better lighting, we just have some more scenery here. More changes to come will be very looked forward to, I hope so. But in this review, we are going to be taking a look at the black-wheeled 1992 Terence the Tractor, who in my opinion has excellent merchandise that is absolutely slept on, and this is an example of it. In 1992, Terence did have black wheels. He would not have black wheels in 1994, but he also did keep the Caterpillars pretty much every single year until around, I guess, 2003, like when they changed all of the engines. They also changed Terence and kind of changed how his, I guess, treads were even put on, and they changed his whole body, but this is how Terence kind of looked until around 2003-ish, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. But the biggest difference with the 92 Terence is, yes, it has black wheels, but then also he actually has eyebrows. Now, it's funny because this is not how Terence looked in the TV series to start, but this is how he would look in the TV series when it got to the CGI series. So it kind of flip-flopped, right? So in 1994, Terence's, I guess, triangle eyebrow returned or finally came to his wooden railway model. But in 1992, it just had normal eyebrows. But in my opinion, I prefer this version over any other one. Mainly because, yes, it is the original Terence, and I do have it in absolutely pristine condition for how old it is. And I also have the treads. But I also love the flat magnets on Terence. I could hook up a cargo car to Terence if I wanted, just like you can do that to Trevor, and you can kind of have them pull some cargo if you wanted to help out, you know, at the harbor or in Terence's case, like in a field or at a farm. But so Terence is a lot of fun. The one thing about the treads I would say is that they don't work the best. You can kind of see when I move Terence along here, it kind of just like shoots him forward. So it's pretty awkward. It's just because the treads are rubber, and I don't think this was the best way to go about giving Terence treads. But for how simple this is, I mean, what else are you going to do, right? I mean, I guess you could have, like, done it how... Now, Ertl didn't have moving treads, but Ertl had wheels on the bottom. So, I much rather prefer this, but I'm just wondering how you could make Terence's treads actually work smoothly. This isn't terrible, but it's kind of clunky. But to be honest, I don't think anyone's really moving Terence like that, to be fair. So I guess we'll take a look at Terence in a closer look here. So Terence's face, mine is in pristine condition, if you can't already tell. Now, I got this Terence back in the day. When I say back in the day, I just think a few years ago, and I got him for around, I'd like to say, I got him for less than $50. I don't think I would have paid I don't think I would have paid more than $50 for this Terence, even though it is in mint condition. But it's very minimal detailing, and this is what's so special about Thomas Wooden Railway. I keep saying it, but Terence doesn't need any other detailing. He just straight up doesn't. He's a orange tractor that works on the island of Sodor. That's basically all you need to know, and this does the job. The face looks excellent. It looks like Terence. I think it's spot on to Terence. And by the way, that's also what's so special about the early Thomas Wooden Railway line, is that in 1992, the engines, all of the faces were literally scanned off of the classic series. So the faces don't get any better than the original Thomas Wooden Railway models. And pretty much any merchandise line, Thomas Wooden Railway has the best faces of all time because they literally scan them off of season 1, basically. And everyone loves that season. It's absolutely peak, so there's really no argument there. So Terence's face looks fantastic. Nothing on the bottom, just 2 staples because he is from 1992. In case you didn't know, all items had staples in 92, no name. They also had nothing on the wheels. The wheels were kind of just like numbered randomly. I don't think you'll be able to see it from there, but the wheels have absolutely nothing on them. His treads just go on because there's these grooves that get very dirty, if you couldn't tell. These are very old, so these are probably kind of gross. I mean, these were in someone else's home for, this was in someone else's home for probably over, how many decades? Over 2 decades? Yeah, that's a long time. So there's a good idea of how Terence is on the bottom. But yeah, I mean, really not much to say about Terence. He's Terence the Tractor. Very simple, very well done. It's the original one, mint condition, highly sought after, very rare to find for a good price and good condition. Very happy to have him. Now, you might be wondering, why is Duncan in the background? Well, it's just a reference to faulty whistles from Season 6 because Terence is plowing a field when Duncan gives him the loudest whistle of all, and then his whistle shoots into the field and is never to be seen again. So, nice little reference there. But let me know what you think down below about this original Terence. Do you like the black wheels? Do you like this face or the 1994 face? Oh, by the way, in 1994, he would have orange wheels, but he would still have a flat magnet. And then the following years, he'd be given a round magnet. So there's just a quick rundown of how Terence changed. Not much really changed, just the face and the wheel color. Still at the treads. That's basically it. So this has been Terence the Tractor. Let me know your thoughts on him down below. Like I said, more upgrades coming to the setup. This is where I will be doing all of my reviews on the 2026 diecast engines. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That is coming out soon. So let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.